So I'm going to talk about the toxic cycle that I have with myself, that many people probably have with themselves, that surrounds, and I am speaking to right now. I have such attention deficit that I love to speak with music in my ears because it makes me feel connected to the way that I was thinking when I was thinking these thoughts, and I wanted to talk about it, and I just want it to keep flowing to me. So right now I have the song Pool by Samia on, if ever you feel like giving it a listen. It's incredibly sad girl music, but I function well with sad girl music because I feel a lot and I am a sad girl. And I am an empathetic girl and I am a happy girl, but I have a lot of big emotions. And what I wanted to talk about, whatever you hear right now is my cat. She is playing in a box from Amazon with its little paper and it's making her very happy. But what I wanted to talk about is that toxic cycle that we have with ourselves, where there is something in our mind, there is a part of us that is telling us that it is not worth it to do the thing that we want to do, and that we aren't worthy of simply expressing our desires and being one with our desires and what we like to do and how we like to be in the world, without there being immediate validation coming from it, or not having an immediate return. So whether it's monetary, whether it's validation from others, from peers, affirmations, anything like that you're like, well, what's the point then? What's the point of me painting this canvas on a Saturday afternoon if it's not paying my bills, that kind of thing? That's conditioning. That's we have heard that too much. We have heard way too much that, with all of the different notions, I can go deep, but in society with capitalism and the patriarchy and how we value things that, that hold a return value in currency most of the time. But the truth is, art doesn't immediately equal money. But at the same time, it can eventually. But the thing is you have to see money and validation and affirmation and praise as completely external validation. The money itself is external validation as well. So yeah, you can get external validation through money for your art, for your expertise, for your skill set. But if it's not an immediate reflection and it's not happening in that exact moment, it doesn't make your art, your passion, the things you love, any less valuable or worthy of simply being expressed through you. And I have a toxic cycle with myself where I just stopped doing the things I love for a long time because I'm like, well, what's the point? Or I'm like, well, I didn't see enough return, whether that be followers, validation, money, praise, or anything like that. I went through the school system for a long time. I just got out of school a year ago. I've been in university and all the other, college, and then high school, and then elementary school, all the way down, preschool, pre-K at 4 years old, since forever. And I'm used to, a deadline, praise, grades, validation, teachers saying yes to me. I am educated as a teacher, so I know exactly what it is to give validation and praise to students, whether it be a sticker, whether it be just positive reinforcement. And I know what it's like to also feel like that's taken away from you. I feel like the last year for me has been probably one of the hardest years of my life, the year of not being in school, because I had to function in a way that didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me to no longer be in a structured system. It didn't make sense to me to have to rely entirely on myself in terms of in my own adulthood. It was really tough. It was a really hard time. Nala. And she's trying to get up here. And I've been posting since I'm 19. I have a video back from when I was 19. So that completely cut off because my battery died and I do not know where I was at and I don't really know what my train of thought was at all. But if I try to recall at best and at large what the principle of the video was, is that we have a toxic relationship with ourselves whether we want to admit it or not. And most of the time that entails a cycle of us giving up on the thing that we like doing, enjoy doing, are passionate about in and of itself, because we are tethered to that external validation in a way that we feel as though without it, the expression of doing the thing we love isn't enough in itself. Like, just doing that, just being, isn't enough. But it is. It is. Like, that is the thing that's enough. And actually, it's a trap to think that the external validation will keep you going, because when it leaves, you still just have you. When it isn't there in your face, it's still you expressing the version of you being you. And you're not going to get the fulfillment through the validation anyways. Because what is it that you actually like? Is it the validation, or is it the fact that you love doing that? So why not keep doing it with or without the validation? But it is the hardest thing, for me at least, to do. I genuinely stop doing it, and I give up, and I don't express my writing, my speaking, my thoughts, the fact that I love to dance and sing and to do all those things and to act or, perform in different ways. And I get so caught up in what is it giving me? What is it providing for me? Why would I keep doing this? Like, when that's not the point. The point is in being. And the point is in you knowing that you being is enough. Just being, and you doing those things that you are inherently, is enough right there. I don't want this video to drag on too long, so I think I will wrap it up here, but I will post another one that I filmed the other day as well. It feels easy to speak and sometimes just harder to post, because there's like a gap of things that I have to do to get it out there, which is even just the process of uploading. But I want to do it. I want to post this one and the other one, and also getting over the mental hurdle of putting myself out there and like speaking like this and expressing myself. Like, it can feel cringy and embarrassing, and it can feel a little bit like, why am I letting people see my thoughts and my vulnerabilities and the things that I shared, like saying that I'm having a hard time in certain aspects. But I guess it's important, and I guess it's real, and it's true, and we're all, in a certain way struggling at all time. I think at all time. I don't remember a time in my life where I wasn't struggling with something, right? And I can still be having an amazing time loving my life in different ways, but still feeling like I'm going through a tough point. And that just happens because it's life. And there's nothing to be ashamed of for that, truly. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. So, yeah, that's me talking myself up to post this video, because I don't even remember what the heck I yapped about. And I yap about so much stuff all the time that I'm like, Tiana, what are you saying? The point being really is that it's to remember again and again. Every time you forget, okay, this is what I love. This is who I am. These are the things I like to do. Just keep doing them. Yes, you can get to a place eventually where there's an amplitude, or like amplified, an amplified version or amount of validation coming to you through the means of appreciation, admiration, or any external thing towards your work or your passion or whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to just keep doing it because you're doing it because you love it, and it's because it's you, and the rest will follow anyways. But I guess in a little cheesy way, this is just me saying, don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep doing the things you love, because you'll always come back to them. I posted videos so long ago, and I still end up coming back to doing this kind of thing, even if I'm not necessarily consistent, because it's what feels the truest to me. And it's what makes me happy when I'm doing these things. I feel like I'm being me, I feel like I'm exercising my free will on this earth and doing and acting in the ways that I enjoy. I enjoy expressing my humanhood. I like to talk. I like to, post things. I like to dance and sing and write. And I love sharing my ideas, whether it be in my posts on Only My Own Validation, or it be, through speaking, writing. I have different things in the works that I keep going back to, or abandoning for a bit and going back to. But I don't think no matter the age, that I'll ever stop wanting to do all of this. So this is me kind of just being like, I'm gonna do it then and not be the one to hold myself back. So there you go. That's on me. That's all my thoughts for today.